Glenn with the Toy Temple, and today we've got a giant box. Star Wars, the Black Series, Rey's speeder, Jakku. And you see Rey in her Jakku outfit with the speeder, and looks like a giant popsicle. We'll get to that in a second. And she's in her scavenger outfit with the big pole and backpack and mask so that sand doesn't get into her lungs, and looks really cool. Blueprints almost of the speeder itself. Very big, giant box. So let's quit messing around with it, open it up, and let's downsize. Let's get to it. And here's Rey and her speeder out of the package. And I'm blown away by the size of this guy. This speeder is enormous. Usually the box is a little underselling of it, but this is what I'm talking about. It's got some weight to it. Feels solid. You can tell that it's plastic, and it is, to be fair, but it's got quite a bit of detail, quite a bit of girth to it. I like it. Rey's figure, she looks straight out of the trailer from The Force Awakens. I'm really liking it. Cloth goods, that's always a plus in my book. Different accessories, the pole, the backpack, little pouch. I'm excited to look at her further. But first, let's take a look at her speeder. Now the speeder is the star of the show, don't get me wrong. Rey's a great figure, but this is the thing you bought it for, you know? Taking a look at it, it's very sleek, very cool, very run down of all things. And I think I like what's this? What's in here? Oh my God. Look at all that. They detailed every bit of this. And I'm sure you could run some silver paint over that and really bring out the detail. But just the fact that they included it, you could have her working on it, repairing it. There's a lot of possibilities for posability. And additionally, if you don't want to take the entire siding off, you can still pop in just for a little peek. And look at that, that's awesome. Snap shut, just like that. And it's actually mounted on a ball and peg. And the ball is mounted to kind of a dust clear cloud. I don't know, I like it. And it's firm. And you can tell it's not going anywhere. You can tilt it, put it back. That base, that's really nice. You really gotta like push on it to make it actually fall over. I really like the color of this too. It stands out, especially amongst the sand on Jakku. And look at that, you can even pop open the top there too. And it's run down, it's dingy, it's got battle damage. This thing has seen some wear. And see, the more and more I look at this thing, I can't help but think of something else. What am I? Wait a minute. What I really like is this cloth net. And I've put the accessories in here. But it's a nice play feature, because if you want to sell all your scrap for a few food rations, you can do that. And then you can just hook it right back up and head back to a fallen Star Destroyer and go hunting for more scrap metal again. And the detailing on the scrap metal, it's all right. They went over it with kind of a grayish black wash and kind of did some gold around the tips of these pipes, but it's not bad. Once it's behind the net, you get a really good idea of what it's supposed to look like. And I'm very thankful that they went with the cloth net, because the cloth net allows it to just hold whatever you have available. Ta-da! Look at that, just hanging right off. Pull your net down right over it. Man, that looks really good. Even on the front here with the grill and the intake, you see a little bit of wear and tear, like rocks have gotten in there and it's scratched and scuffed up in there. Looks great. All right, so now you're in the driver's seat. You've got different switches, and I'm guessing that's a horn. You've got your accelerator and brakes, and your nice leather chair right there. And you're gonna get some damage here on the glass. It's frosted too, which is really nice. I love this thing. This is a really nice vehicle. I wish there were effects, fire effects coming out of the rear from here. I remember when they first released the trailer for The Force Awakens, and this was one of the first ships that you saw. And nobody knew what it was called. It was just such a time of excitement. So anytime I see this, I just think back to that first trailer and how excited we all were for this new Star Wars movie to be released. And a closer look at Rey, she's got a lot of leather plastic straps. I don't know, she's a really interesting figure. She doesn't come with an alternate head, but she does have this little mask that you can take off and you see part of her face. Seems nice. She does have single jointed elbows, but a lot of her cloth goods are really nice to have. And she looks pretty well wardrobed from the movie, The Force Awakens. She comes with her staff, and the staff comes with a little hook. That way she can wear it over her shoulder. The backpack she comes with is surprisingly detailed. It's got kind of a shoulder pad here, probably some water packs. The buckles are painted silver. I like that a whole lot. And it's adjustable, just in case you don't want to give it to Rey. You can tighten it up or leave it loose, however you want. The staff she comes with does have this hoop. That way it fits right over her shoulder. And this mouth cover fits right on her mouth. The head sculpt is alright. There's not much to it. The goggles are neat. The little green is a nice addition. But I do wish she had an alternate head. Other articulation? She's got double jointed knees. Single jointed elbows that apparently can go both ways. Whatever. She has a wrist rotation. Hinge on the hand. Shoulders do not go 360. They would. But her shoulder pad top piece gets in the way of that. She does have ankle rockers. Ankles go up, ankles go down. She does not have ab crunch, but she does have a torso swivel, just a little bit. And here's our size comparison between Rey and Kylo Ren. And, you know, she's smaller frame, smaller figure. And Kylo rocking in at about 6 inches tall, just looking superb with his cloth goods and giant lightsaber, looking to take you out. So now we've got the speeder, we've got Rey. Let's see if she fits on. And admittedly, it did take me a second to put her on there, but now that she's on there, it looks like she actually belongs on there. I had some issues with the dewback not too long ago with trying to put a figure onto a ride, and it just wouldn't fit. The legs wouldn't work and wouldn't fit in, but she fits right in. She holds on to the gears and the accelerator, and she looks like she's ready to go scrapyard hunting. So what do I think about Rey and her speeder? I think it's a match made in heaven, honestly. This is one of the first real ride vehicles I've seen that just belongs with that character. And we had Ghost Rider with the Marvel Legends, and we had the dewback from, you know, Star Wars earlier in the year, but this is great. This is surprisingly fitting. It matches the character. It takes me back to the first trailer. You know, it's got a lot of great detail. It's got some, you know, openings and hinges and cloth goods. I mean, it's got a lot to love, and I love a lot about it. It's got maneuverability. It's got cloth goods. It's got wear and tear and just greebling, and I love so much about it. And it just looks good, and it'll fit on my Star Wars shelf amazingly. It's got great accessories, great paint on those accessories. Honestly, I love it. It's a really great toy. The figure is a little lackluster. Wish it came with a different head, but it came with plenty of accessories, so I'm not too upset about that. Altogether, 4 out of 5. It's a great toy, great pickup, and if you see it for cheap, I highly suggest you pick it up. If you love Star Wars, it's a must-have, especially at the right price. So with that, thank you very much for watching. Take a look at our Instagram and our Twitter, @TheToyTemple. Hit like, share, subscribe, and remember, you're never too old to enjoy the things you love.